place? This place is huge. Wait, let me check the letter. Okay. FF, that's right. You are, what does it say? You're invited to the kickoff party of Frost Fatales 2024. Okay. Address is as follows. This looks right. Okay.
I remember back in my day. This looked a lot nicer.
Just because.
Hello. Sorry I'm late. I had trouble finding the place.
Yes, you are?
Oh, I'm here for the event's opening party.
Not much of a party, if you ask me.
Karen, it's quite impolite to mock a friend's gathering.
Not when it's the pits. Who only invites 3 people to a party?
I think it's nice. It's intimate.
It's depressing.
May I take your coat?
Oh, sure. Hey, where did she...
Oh, Court? She's still getting ready. The event starts at 1 p.m., so hopefully it'll only be a few more minutes.
No, there was a person who just took my coat. Like she just
big hair, plaid jacket, scary beyond all reason.
Yes.
Yep, that's the prize keeper. The Fatales Manor has quite the haunted reputation, it seems. Mostly attributed to her, though she has been around here the longest. She guards each and every one of these prizes that comes to Fatales.
Does she just have a habit of disappearing like that?
Absolutely.
Ugh, all the
I
time.
feel like it.
Okay, and she's gone again. So we're still waiting on Court.
It appears so.
Okay, well, why don't we take the chance to get to know each other?
Certainly. While we wait, would you mind settling a debate?
Sure, I'd love to.
Splendid.
Here you go again, getting other people to fight your battles.
An outside perspective could be useful here, you see. We were just discussing banning game-breaking glitches to ensure that no soft locks or freezes happen during a run.
The best runs are the ones that have tricks that soar out of bounds. If you are just playing the game the normal way, what's the point?
We would have far less runs dying on the table if you runners weren't so obsessed with sequence breaking!
Come now, I think that a few broken rules can be excused for the sake of entertainment, don't you?
Yeah, well, I don't see why not. I mean, plus it makes speedruns look really cool.
Exactly. Now, can you tell me that you haven't broken a few rules in your life? A few runs? Done something illegal to get the better time?
That's a rather invasive question.
And that's a rather dodgy answer, wouldn't you say, Ms.
We haven't exchanged names yet. I'm Fu.
Ruby Heron.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Charmed. Now, don't you find it fascinating that she is so eager to discuss other people's runs, but then refuses to discuss her own?
Oh, her own runs. So, are you a speedrunner too, then, Miss...
Dr. Terraquick.
Oh, sorry, Doctor. So what kind of games do you run?
Well, I dabbled in a few games back in the day, but...
Someone got too scared of the big scary glitches.
I have other runs in the works. You give me far too little credit.
I mean, speedrunning can be really tough, you know. I'd love to see you get back into it.
I appreciate that you understand. Similarly, I understand why you, Mixed Heron, find it hard to fathom, hard to know what hard work is, as Theris of the Fatales Empire. Tell me, do you still do your own runs, or just splice the best bits together?
Watch your tongue.
Whoa, okay. I think we just need to cool down for a bit.
Cool down, indeed. There are many ways to alleviate the tensions that might arise in a heated discussion such as this. For example, this Kirby Wispy Woods diorama sent in to us by Kay Duffels. You'll notice it's made of many fine materials. The felt that comprises the leaves, the clay that provides the trunk of Wispy Woods, and the log itself that makes up the base. Now, if someone, for example, one of your friends here, were to get a little too animate, and you need to cool them down a little bit, you could simply bash them over the head with the base of this fine prize. I don't recommend doing it, as it is very fragile, but it is an option. Thank you so much, Kay Duffels, for providing it. Now, perhaps that's too small for your interests. We have this large Fate FF blanket that may prove to be a more useful instrument. You'll notice it's adorned with our adorable mascot, Faith. How could she possibly commit something so heinous as murder? It's also adorned with video game controllers, which are not particularly murder-related, but could be, if you feel like it. It's but a $25 minimum donation, and it was sent in to us by Core. Thank you so much. Wrapped around the head of someone who upsets you. It would take but 5 minutes to snuff the life from them entirely. And for only $25, what a steal that could be. Thank you so much for sending it in. There's a third, but certainly not final option. This Snom Man illustration sent in to us by Sagittarius Studios. You can see Snom himself, the ice bug type, not so great in a battle, but we'll get there. Now you'll notice the third dimensionality of the frame itself truly invites you in to the serene landscape of the mountainside where you might find Snom, the path to the peak. Now, you could hit some over the head with the frame, but that's a little blunt, not so interesting. This Snom Pokemon trading card that comes with it. Now that could result in a very nasty paper cut. In the right hands, who knows what may happen to whoever is in the way. It's just a $20 minimum donation, and it could be yours. And with that, I have nothing else to say.
And she's gone.
Let's go.
Wait, what were we even talking about?
Like I was saying, there's no integrity in runs without rules, without boundaries.
Come now, what is life and speed running and gaming without a little danger?
Just had about enough of you.
Alright, okay, is everyone alright?
I think I'm all right.
Seem to have made it one piece.
Okay, good. Roll call.
What? Say your name like you're back in school. Surely you can use your imagination for a moment.
I swear.
Okay, alright, stop arguing and state your names. Okay, like, I'm Fu.
Dr. Quick.
Mixed Heron.
I'm also
Wait, does anyone have a light?
Yeah. Ha, I have a flashlight.
Quite the survivalist start you, Miss Fu.
Hey, always good to be prepared. Never know what could go awry in life. Wait, if the lights are out, what if something happened to Court?
Oh my god, you're right! Court!
The grounds are quite vast. We might be best served splitting up to look for her.
I'll take the east wing.
I'll take the west.
Okay, and they're gone. Okay. I'm new here, so I don't know where to go. Instincts. Okay, instincts, Fu. Where could Court have gone? Hello? Court? Everyone come quick! I found Court! Oh no, Court! How can this be happening?
Oh my god, Court!
Doctor, please examine her. I don't think she's breathing.
You don't know.
No what?
Ruby, leave it.
Tara's not that kind of doctor.
Not that kind of doctor. Then what kind are you?
SPHD. I have a doctorate in speed running.
She has a doctorate in speed running.
You must understand, it's a noble pursuit. I am a doctor of dead and broken runs. Reviving them is my forte, you see.
Court is dead now and much too soon.
And we must figure out why. Looks like Captain Inspector Detective Fu, Private Eye, is on the case.
Who?
That's right. I'm Fu, gamer by night, but detective by day.
And I thought SPHD Dr. Tara Quick had a pretentious name.
What, like?
The next in line to inherit the Fatale's fortune. A doctor who could fix anything as long as there's a timer running and whatever's going on with the prize keeper. Any one of them could have done it. Something sinister is happening at Fatale's Manor, and it's up to me to get to the bottom of it. I came here to see some amazing runs, but it looks like Court had a run-in with death. Frost Fatales 2024. I am Kung Fu Fruit Cup, and I'm here with Ruby Hart and Swiftaloo, our newest member of the team here with FF. And we're so excited to talk to you about this event coming up. It's going to be amazing. That was really cool, by the way. It's what a mystery. I wonder what's going to happen. Indeed, that they've had like really similar names to us. It was very strange.
I don't know about you. I definitely think it was the prize keeper.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, similar to the rest of the event, this will be starting every day at 1 p.m. So if you'd like to learn more, make sure to tune in, watch along, and after that, you can catch all of these amazing speed runs and more happening every day now through March 10th, again, starting at 1 p.m. So excited for this event. Also, want to mention that we are benefiting our new charity. For the first time, we are working with the National Women's Law Center. They are amazing. They use law in all its forms to change culture and drive solutions to the gender inequality that shapes our society and break down the barriers that harm all of us, especially women of color, LGBTQ people, and low-income women and families. So it's going to be amazing. Also, in just a few minutes, I will be chatting with one of the Law Center people here to represent Jennifer. And so that's going to be really, really amazing. But before we do that, we wanted to give you all a heads up on the things yet to come this week. So
because there's a lot.
Yes.
There's a lot
schedule's
coming up.
packed.
So many amazing games, amazing runners, amazing prizes, all kinds of things to tune into. So I wanted to get into it, you all. We have all kinds of cool things coming up. Now, I noticed we have, we're going over the schedule, and there's some like double features that you could say.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Absolutely. So the first one that stood out to me is we have Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. And as an incentive, we also have Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Oh, no, I'm sorry. Actually, no, this is fully on the schedule. I was looking at Chrono Cross. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed. Those are being runs by Alexis Goes Moo and by Peacock.
And I'd love a good, for Xenoblade 3, it's the super bosses percent, and I love to see super bosses ran. It's something that I would never do because it's like, especially in Xenoblade, it's like bosses, you can only get up to level 100. They're like a level 120. Your like hit rate goes way, way down when you're fighting anything that hard. So like, it's really cool to check that kind of stuff out.
Yeah, these action RPGs are already incredible. So seeing that is just going to take it a whole step further of, hey, we could beat regular bosses. Why not gods?
Exactly.
So I'm here for it.
You also said something about Chrono Trigger.
Yes.
So we got Chrono Cross on Thursday by Jerry Condra, and Chrono Trigger, which is an incentive or bonus incentive, also by Jerry Condra.
Awesome.
I am not super familiar with the Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross series. However, I've seen some of Chrono Cross. And
We're like highly recommend.
it's so good. It's so good. I mean, I've watched Chrono Cross runs, and I loved seeing them. So.
Yeah. So
definitely
not only
tune in for that.
We would love for the incentive to be met so that Swift can check out Chrono Trigger and then you can play it yourself.
Yes, then I could finally experience that game.
Okay, but also listen, we also have a evil Mario Brothers
Waluigi
double feature back to back. We have WarioWare Move It and Waluigi's Taco Stand. If you've never heard of Waluigi's Taco Stand, I'm going to be chatting more with Jen and Char, two of our wonderful leads who happen to be racing that game. So it's going to be, I'm not going to tell you much right now, but it's going to be incredible. And their incentives for it are also amazing.
One thing I will say is the Yeti has made some amazing art for this event. Look at the taco stand art. Just trust me, you will not be disappointed.
It's a beautiful shirt.
So beautiful.
It's so good. Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Now, that's not the only like kind of big section of things that we've found out. Like there is not only one, but 2 horror blocks.
Yeah.
This event.
We have like a really, really big, massive one that kicks off with like, technically 7 or 8 games in a row, but I will argue that I do think it starts not with guilt, but with Hylix too, because that game is so absurd and so strange that I cannot quite wrap my head around it.
So you can like put it in like the horror category.
I still think it would apply to the horror category,
Agreed,
but like the runners, so Lori D. Bunnykins might feel differently, but we'll see. Yeah.
I just think with the rest of the lineup, like it's really cool to see so much coming from like the horror speedrunning community and how that's like developed and grown in the kind of like FF community as well. You know, we have Guilt, we have Silent Hill 2, we have Resident Evil 4, we've got Trepang 2, we have Made of Scar, and that's just Monday. Then on Thursday, we follow up with Dementium 2 HD, Haunting Ground, and The Chant. So there's a lot of scary stuff, but don't worry, if you're not a big fan of like scary games, watching scary games in like speedrun format, it honestly like takes out the scary. It's really interesting how it completely changes the vibe.
It absolutely does. And there are some speedrunners specifically in horror gaming who try and make it as accessible as possible. And if that's still too scary for you, we do also have Luigi's Mansion that's going to be happening with
That is on Wednesday.
I love Luigi's Mansion. It's so cozy.
It's at a different time, but yes, super cozy game. I love that. Wait. Okay, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit because there is another cozy bit to talk about.
Yes, so I have two little cozy sections that I am particularly excited about. So the first one I'm going to call, and both of these are on Monday, by the way. So we have two little cozy blocks happening back to back. So we have our ocean and marine life block that's happening, starting with Soulmass running Abzu. This one especially is not only a beautiful game, but like Soulmass runs really, really pretty games like Stray and things like that. And I absolutely adore Soulmass. They're going to do an amazing job. And right after that, we have Echo Jr. So this is a Sega Genesis game where you play a little dolphin.
That's right. So it's like ocean adventures. It's going to be super fun.
Exactly. So we've got those back to back. And then on top of that, we also have a cottagecore mushroom cozy block a little bit later in the day with mail time that takes place in Grumblewood Grove. And you are a little delivery person with a mushroom hat. And then right after that, we have Shmooshi Come Home, which is a game where you are just a cute little mushroom just trying to go home. So they're both very cozy, like adventure-y, sweet, foresty games.
Adorable. Okay, I'm going to switch gears entirely to a little bit less cute, but more like fun, good bonus games. Like we haven't mentioned the bonus games yet, and two of them are two of like my absolute favorite games of all time from my childhood. The first one is Sonic Adventure DX. We love Sonic Adventure DX here. That's going to be Sonic Story by Risuru, and then Link's Awakening DX, so LADX. So we have SADX and LADX, and they both happen to be bonus games 1 and 2. So that's a 100% no restrictions by Claire Lynn D. I'll also be talking with Claire because as Ruby and I were talking about before this, we are huge Zelda fans. So as a Zelda person, I just cannot wait for that. And then again, Sonic, it's just part of my childhood.
I'm actually wearing my Zelda socks today.
Oh, you're wearing
right now.
But yeah, if you all want to check out more about the bonus games, you can go to the schedule, gamesdonequick.com. We'll have that and places where you can then donate to help get these bonus games to happen. Like, we need to see them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Speaking of childhood games, there's a bunch of Pokemon in the schedule.
Yes,
you know I love a good Pokemon.
Yes, we do.
So on Monday, we have Pokemon Trading Card, the video game, which was released for the Game Boy Color. It is being run by Pinecone 606, and it will be Bulbasaur and Friends deck. Perfect for a little prize in the background there.
Bulbasaur, my baby.
That was the one that had the huge battery pack in the back. I remember this game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's going to be really cool.
I think that's Rumble.
Is it? Oh, then I'm completely wrong.
Or like the pinball, I think is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
But on Wednesday, we have Pokemon Battle Revolution. That's being run by Corvame, which I will be commentating for, but she did not inform me I was commentating for that. In fact, I had to figure that one out myself. So thanks, Corvame.
Technically, it is before the run.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I guess it is. And on Saturday, we have Pokemon Sword and Shield Get Urshifu %. By Greta Ice Vixen. Actually, I think it's 2 Towers. Greta, absolutely wonderful individual, has worked a lot on this event too, and super excited to see
Very true. Okay, now I want to switch gears a little bit more again. Sorry, I have so much that I'm excited about. We also have like a bit of a Metroidvania block. It's like a mini Metroidvania block. Because not only do we have Castlevania, we have Soten. Symphony of the Night is such a good game. But then we also have Metroid Dread right after, which is also such a good game. Actually, those were my first 2 in the actual Metroidvania. I played like Hollow Knight, which I know we're going to talk about in a minute. But I played, let's see, I started with Metroid Dread, was actually my first Metroid game ever. And then Symphony of the Night was my first Castlevania game. And I adore both of them, so I cannot wait to watch these back to back. It's going to be so good. And those are on Thursday. That's going to be Thursday, toward the beginning of our day to kind of like open that up. I'm really, really excited. I know you have another one to mention, and that has to do with our FF community.
Yes. So, if you didn't know, we have a Game of the Month every month in the Frame Fatales community. And it just so happens that this game is actually in the marathon. It's Skater Gator 3D, which is going to be run later today by Allison 8-Bit, who also happens to be the Game of the Month guide this month.
Yay.
So
Heck yes.
if you're interested in running it, please feel free to reach out and join the Frame Fatale Discord. I'm sure she would be more than happy to help you learn this game because it's just so cute. Who doesn't want to see a skater just riding on a skateboard?
I know, right?
A gator riding on a skateboard. Oh, there we go.
Riding on a gator.
Skater riding on a gator.
Yeah, so we do have a Game of the Month here in the FF community in the Discord, and it's super cool. So come learn more, learn how to speedrun. It's amazing. And then just real quick, because I know we want to get into a little bit today, and then I want to talk to our wonderful charity representative. But Saturdays are big hitters. We have Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. We have Pokemon Sword and Shield. We have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. We have Stardew Valley, and maybe a second Stardew Valley because it's an incentive. We have Dark Souls, and then we end on Paper Mario, my favorite game.
Who could not be excited about that? Like, not whatsoever.
I think a lot of us are excited about Paper Mario. I know I love J-Cog. She's run a lot of Paper Mario and just absolutely wonderful person in general as well.
It's just going to be such a good day to wrap up such an amazing week. But we do want to quickly speak on the things happening today in a little bit more specific. So I'll go first because coming up soon is Kirby Squeak Squad. That's going to be so good. This one I'm excited for. It's an any percent. I'm a big Kirby fan. So we have a quick clip here from Beam Queen Soul's stream, who's doing the run. They're a veteran Kirby runner. They have a ton of Kirby runs that they have done over the years. And this game has a lot of wheels. But not only is a lot of wheels, but you can see how the movement of the wheel works and all the platforming that is necessary around that. Because it's like a ton of little platforms. When you're just like shooting around as a wheel all the time, being able to kind of like control that and make sure that you are like getting through in a fluid way is like really impressive. So if you like wheels and you like Kirby, you need to watch this run. It's coming up soon.
Yes.
All right, Ruby, what about you?
So one game I'm really excited about is one that I feel like not enough people know about, which is Haven. This is a beautiful 2-person co-op game, or you can play it solo, playing both characters. Nicole Goodnight is going to be running that a little bit later tonight. And this video, I absolutely adore because she ended up, with the category she's running, getting an 11-second world record not too long ago. So this video is
incredible.
the end of the game and her crying and screaming and her boyfriend coming in to hug her. So, and just in general, it's a beautiful game about space, about love, about getting to pet adorable animals in space. Watch Haven. Watch Haven. Play Haven. It's great.
Amazing. All right, Swift, what are you excited for?
And lastly, I'm excited for Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, which is being run by Sanjan and Leggy Starscream. So on the screen here, we have Sanjan, who actually ran this at a hotfix previously, and encountered a little bit of a trouble here, where basically had the last mage standing and managed to defeat the boss with just the mage here. It's
amazing.
Like 100 HP left.
Sanjan is so good at RPGs in general.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
she has run so many RPGs, Octopath, Pokemon,
all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And like had recent Octopath runs as well.
And Leggy ran, I'm pretty sure, Super Animal RPG. Super lesbian animal RPG.
Animal RPG, yes,
I get my words tripped up. It's not Mario. Great game.
Yeah, so excited for everything coming up today. So please check out the schedule. It's going to be awesome. And as you donate to help with all these incentives and bonus games, you can also win amazing prizes. So we wanted to feature one really quick. Since I was talking about Kirby Squeak Squad, we wanted to show off this wonderful treasure chest here. It's like this beautiful painted leather, handcrafted with like a magnetic closure. This is brought to us by K Duffels. For a $25 minimum donation, you can take this home. And we will chat more about this today. But we wanted to show it off real quick. Because we have so many wonderful, amazing prizes to show off to you all. So get excited for Kirby. Go check out all of the prizes at gamesonquick.com and donate. You can donate, again, $25 minimum donation. I can't wait to talk about the grand prize. We'll do that in a bit. But
And I can say for a fact, there are oogles and moogles of prizes to be had. Just look at the website. There are oogles
You
and
need to
moogles
check
of
the
prizes.
website to see it all.
Yes. All right, you two. Well, I am actually going to take it from here because we are going to switch over and I'm going to be chatting with our wonderful charity representative, who is Jennifer Bixler, who is the Director of External Affairs here with the National Women's Law Center. So let's make that happen. All right, Jennifer, come on over.
Hi.
Hello.
So
It's
good to see you. I feel like I want to hug.
I know. I was like, I'm down.
We're here for it.
Hello. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad we could have you here in person to chat, especially since we are, again, working with the National Women's Law Center for the first time. So really excited that that's been happening. We've been like I don't know how to describe the hype behind the scenes that we've had, being like, oh my gosh, we want to work together. This is going to be amazing. And all of the amazing and wonderful changes that you all are pushing for through law. So I wanted to kind of ask, let's learn more about it together, right? I want to learn more about what you do and all about the Law Center and all of the things that you all are working on. So I'd like to first ask a little bit about like your role here with the National Women's Law Center. Tell us about your Director of External Affairs and kind of what that means and what you do.
Sure, thanks. Well, first I'll say that I'm absorbing so much good energy today and so happy to be here with you and everyone else on the team. So the National Women's Law Center, as you said, is a national organization that is fighting for justice for everyone. My shirt here says justice for her, justice for all. I am on brand today, and I've been at the Law Center for coming up on 9 years, which is quite some time. I have seen some things, and in my role as the Director of External Affairs, I have such a great privilege of working with so many people and organizations that are outside of our movement that have a strength to share, and a way to contribute and help us make change, from companies to lawyers and law firms, but also storytellers and content creators and all types of folks that are interested in helping us have greater impact. So I have a great team and work with so many great colleagues at the National Women's Law Center, and it is a real privilege to be here today.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's like an honor for us as well. I wanted to know also like what inspired you to start working with them in the first place? Since it's been 9 years, obviously it's been a good thing for you, I would assume.
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually, when I went to college, I was fortunate to have a scholarship from a sport that would not have been resourced without Title IX. So the National Women's Law Center has worked on so many different issues that have impacted the lives of women and girls. And as I came to work at the National Women's Law Center, I realized just how deeply so much of the issues that we've worked on, I have been directly impacted by over the years. And so that is part of what drew me to the work of the National Women's Law Center, realizing the power and impact that a law like Title IX can have on people accessing education and having it resourced if you can't otherwise afford it, through things like distributing, scholarships equitably across men and women's sports. So that is sort of part of my origin story and how I came to NWLC. But at the end of the day, I've been really driven by helping improve the lives of others, and have the great privilege of working with so many dedicated lawyers and researchers and storytellers and sort of experts across a range of different types. And they really inspire me and have continued to motivate me. I'm also a mom and have been very fortunate to be working at an organization like NWLC as I became a working parent and caregiver, and experienced very firsthand the challenges that brings when you're trying to work and you're sleep deprived and so many other things. So that has continued to keep me there, especially as the world around us has been changing rapidly. And so much of what we have been fighting for has started to be clawed away from us. And no shortage of motivation given the state of our reality.
Absolutely.
Today.
So then I want to hear more about like kind of what you all are working on right now, maybe what your priorities for this year are. What are kind of like the big things that are happening for you?
Yeah. So as I'm sure that everyone listening in today is fully well aware of, that there are a lot of threats to bodily autonomy at stake. So many people who have had rights and access to healthcare, to school, to live and learn and thrive with safety and with dignity. These are rights that we're seeing being taken away through states, through federal bills, through decisions in the Supreme Court. And so we are focused on ensuring that everyone has the access to reproductive health care, the right to choose whether and if they want to start a family. That's a big focus for us, particularly in the wake of the Supreme Court decision in 2022 that took away the protections afforded under Roe v. Wade. We're also really focused on issues that impact people's ability to thrive economically, something like ensuring that workers at the point of applying for a job understand what their wages might look like, to ensure that if they've been perhaps unfairly compensated in a past position, that doesn't carry forward for them, and that they have the opportunity to apply for jobs that might be able to propel their family or their, whoever they might be providing for themselves or their loved ones into a more economically viable situation. So those are just to name a few. I mean, we work across so many different issues, but so many issues at stake today.
I agree with you. And I think this is one of the reasons why we've been so absolutely thrilled to be working with you all, is because we support the things that you're doing.
Yes.
And I just can't say how much how much respect that I have for all of this work, and how grateful I am for the things that you all are trying to push for us. And I don't know. It's just a big thank you. So I didn't know if that kind of breaks down, by the way, in any different states, if you wanted to speak on the differences that you have to work with between states or not, or...
Yeah, that's a great question. So the National Mental Health Center, as our name would imply, we work on a federal level. We work across the United States on issues, but we also have a growing and important state strategy as well, working with state legislators in key states where we have an opportunity to either push forward proactive legislation, the example that I was just talking about on pay range transparency and ensuring that employers have to post at the time of posting a job what the pay opportunity is or the scale of pay for a position. Really helps particularly women when they're negotiating, and to understand what the sort of norm is within an opportunity they might be applying for. We also work in states where there are really hard and challenging bills that we're trying to protect against, right? Fight back against some of these harmful bills that are, for example, robbing trans youth from accessing sports opportunities or gender-affirming care, right? We are uniquely dialed into decreasing the harm that some of these state legislators are making and empowering communities to advocate for themselves, for one another. And so we work both with organizations on the ground in various states, but we also provide some of that sort of national expertise and recommendations on how they can be effective.
That's awesome. And if people wanted to learn more about these things that you are working on, what's the best way for them to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they should, I would say a great place to start is signing up for our email communications. We have also a really incredible team that works on socials, so TikTok, on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, wherever you may find us. We are there, and educating people about the rights that they have, the rights that are being threatened, how they can engage and take action. So I would encourage folks to go to our website, which I think the link was going to be dropped at some point in the stream today. So you can go there, sign up for emails, find us on social. And I will say we just launched a new podcast called Hearsay, and it's really exciting. Some of my colleagues are talking about some really big cultural moments of today and in the past that break down gender stereotypes, that kind of take a look at gender, power, law, and sort of all the intersections between culture and the sort of ways that culture change leads to and is often implicated in policy change. So check it out. It's anywhere that you might listen to.
Hearsay, you said?
Hearsay.
There you go. So Hearsay, check out the podcast. Please go check out all of their other information. Go to the website. There's so much good content on there. I've been over it myself. And before I let you go, I kind of wanted to see what gaming experience you had, because you're newer here working with us at FF. How it's been kind of learning more about our team, our community, and the gaming that maybe you've experienced.
Yeah. So I am a gaming novice, but I have a lot of nostalgia for games that I played when in my youth, like Duck Hunt and old school Super Mario Bros, Zelda, Mario Kart. I mean, the good ones from my youth. But my son, my 5-year-old, is really getting into Pokemon, and I have learned a lot through him and the enthusiasm. But the one thing I will say, that getting to know this community has been incredible. The empathy and the connection making and relationship and support system that you all have created in this community is amazing. And you're so joyful. It's infectious, and I love to see it. I think the work that we do at NWLC is so grinding at times, and we are committed to celebrating life, to leaning into community and relationship making. And that seems really special about this community that you all have forged. And we feel really fortunate to have had the chance to partner with you, and look forward to it for a long long time to come, hopefully.
Well, again, I really, really appreciate it. And thank you for spending the time, taking the time to come out here and speak with us, help us kick off this event. It's been amazing. Before I let you go, the last thing is, if there's any like one last thing that you'd be like, hey, you all need to know this about NWLC or anything like that, what's like one fact you want to leave people with?
The one thing I want everyone to know is that no matter how much you know about the legal community or policy change, you can help make a difference. And whether it be through contributing during this week's event or learning more about what rights are up for at risk, right? I mean, I think everyone can make a difference. And so we want to ensure that you feel like empowered, right? That you understand what's at stake, what rights you have, how to make sure that you continue to have these rights. And so we want to work with everyone, no matter how close or far you might feel from the gender justice movement, to help ensure that we are able to make progress.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. I love that. Well, thank you again to Jennifer Bixler here, who just was speaking with me from the NWLC. We can't wait for the week ahead. Not only these amazing speedruns, but also to be supporting you all and the work that you do. So thank you once again. I'm going to let you go, and we are going to get into our awesome runs for this event. Can't wait. I'm going to hand it up to the host so they can lead you into our first one of the day. And everybody enjoy the week.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Frost Fatales 2024, benefiting the National Women's Law Center. I am Savage Octagon. I'm so excited to be your very first host of Frost this year, and I'm so stoked about the games coming up. We have, of course, one of the OG Fatales herself, Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider, coming up as our very, very first game. And we've already got some great love for our charity and for Frost. We have our very first donation was a $10 donation from Air Angel saying, starting the event off right. Let's go, Fatales. I love you all. Lesson 3. And a $10 donation from Carolyn Design, who says, awesome speedruns, amazing prizes, and a murder mystery? Sign me up. Let's unlock the Tomb Raider glitch exhibition. And of course, that's right. Our very first incentive is a glitch exhibition for this Tomb Raider run. We need 2K in order to meet that exhibition by the end of the run. And friends, we are already almost halfway there. We have $750. So you've got some time, but let's make it happen. Let's see that glitch exhibition. And we are going to have an amazing runner, Becky, up in a couple of minutes. And in the meantime, we've got all kinds of amazing donations here. We even had a $200 anonymous donation. Thank you so much for that. Way to kick us off right. And I see that we have our Tomb Raider run ready. And of course, we have Tomb Raider Any% by Becky. Becky, take it away.